Hello my dear student, welcome to biology. Today is class number 3. So my dear student, in last class we came to know about some of the basic information regarding biology. So today let us know some of the scopes in biology. So if you study biology, what are the scopes in future? Okay. So by studying biology or by learning biology, we can also be economically independent. So let us see some of that branches of biology that gives us or that makes us independent. Okay. Branches of applied botany. So applied botany means after studying botany or the plants, how we can apply them in our life, how we can grow our life, how we can become economically independent by studying some plants. Okay. So because of which we will say these are branches of applied botany. So commercially this application of plants have been seen for several years, and these are some scopes in future for us. Okay, so branches of applied botany. Horticulture. So my dear student, horticulture is the study of cultivation of fruits. Now some may be very interested in cultivation of fruits. So if you want to cultivate a good quality and quantity of fruits, okay, so you have to study about that. So there is a branch which teach us how we can cultivate good and good quality as well as quantity of fruits. Okay, so if anyone is interested in cultivation of fruits, what you have to study, you have to study horticulture. Okay, the next, silviculture or forestry. So silviculture or forestry is the study of art of managing forest. So silviculture, so today, for today's world, it is very important for us to save our nature. Okay, if we save our nature, then ultimately we are saving our life. Yes or no? And due to the increase in population, day by day what we are doing, we are destroying the forest. Deforestation is seen. But now you can see that some people are taking initiative to recreate the forest. Yes or no? So you'll find some people are trying to recreate the forest. So reforestation, I think that you have heard about reforestation. So reforestation means again what happened, some land what happened completely destroyed, trees are cut off and everything is destroyed. But on that land, if you are trying to regain that greenery again, then we'll call it as a reforestation. Now how we can manage a forest, how we can build a forest, so about that a branch of applied botany is there, and that branch is known as silviculture. So silviculture actually teaches us how to manage a forest. Okay, so some of you may be very interested in managing or building a forest. Okay, we can make a forest. Yes or no? Okay, now if you are interested in building a forest, then you have to study silviculture. Okay, the next is pharmacology. So pharmacology is a branch of applied botany that teaches us or that tells us about medicinal plants. So study of medicinal plants is known as pharmacology. So from our tradition, we have gained some of the plants that are very useful for our you can say for our treatment for various that disease. And yes or no? So homemade some remedy we are doing with the involvement of plants. So here you'll find that in nature various plants are useful to us in medicinal values. So if you want to know the different medicinal values of the plant, then you have to learn pharmacology. So pharmacology is the study of medicinal plant. Okay, I hope that you have understood. Now next is mycology. So mycology is the study of fungi. Now you will find that this fungi we will study in class 11, one of the topic detail about the fungi. So you will find that fungi, okay, so in our food item, so fungi is commercially capturing a part. Yes or no? You have heard about mushroom. So mushroom is a type of fungi, edible fungi. So now some of the mushrooms are very poisonous and some are useful to us as a food item. Now how we can know that, or how we can choose that? So for that we have to study, right? So now if you study mycology, you will come to know about qualities of fungi, okay, some usefulness as well as some harmfulness of fungi. Now if some people are very interested in fungi, then you can study mycology, okay. Then lichenology, so study of lichens. So lichens is a, okay, we can say we will study in this class 11 about the lichen. So lichen is a symbiotic association of algae and fungi, and this is a very good indicator of, we can say, air pollution. Okay, so it is a very good indicator of air pollution, that lichen. And the presence of lichen, okay, shows us that life may be regained from this area. If some land are barren, okay, and desert, but in there if you find any presence of lichen, then you may imagine that in future there may be a greenery, okay, greenland may be built on that. So because of which lichen is very important, and some lichens are also used as edible food, okay, because of which people study lichen. So if some are interested in lichen, then you can study lichenology, okay. The next is virology, study of virus. So my dear student, at present we all are facing a very tough time because of a very small organism called virus, okay. So we cannot say a virus organism because it is more smaller than cell, it is not a cell even, okay. So it is just a you can say a RNA and some, okay, some constituent of lipid and protein, so like structure is known as virus. So virus is smaller than a cell. You may imagine that what is a virus. So virus, it is very harmful to other organisms that are living on the earth. So now see, we are we are tremendously in tension because of a very small we can say a constituent, okay. So that is virus. So now if you want to study about virus, then which department you have to join? Virology. So virology, there you will study about different type of virus. The virus, some you will find that some virus are attacking only the plants, they are not attacking the animals. So why? This question's answer you will get there, okay. And you will find that some viruses are attacking animals, okay. Now that coronavirus, so about the coronavirus we are talking, okay, COVID-19. So this is attacking the human. So why it is attacking the human, and is this virus attacking the other organism? So if you want to know about that, then which department you will go? You will go for virology. So virology is also very interesting, and in today's modern world, this virus, okay, at right time, now we say that we human beings are superior, okay, we are the highest evolved one, we are stronger than all of the organisms that are surviving on the earth. Yes or no? We are stronger one, we have intellectual, we can do whatever we like. But at right time, who seems to be more stronger? A very minute you can say a piece of constituent of RNA and lipoprotein seems to be more stronger than us, Okay, so my dear student, this virology, if you are interested in virus study, then you may study virology. Okay, so these are the different branches of applied botany. Okay, I hope that you have understood. Then another branch of applied botany is anthology. So anthology is a study of flowers. So various peoples are interested in a study of flowers. So some of you are very interested to learn about the flowers, then you may join the branch that is anthology. Floriculture, study of culture of ornamental flowers. So my dear student, you will find that some of the flowers are used for decorative purpose, okay, but you will find that, for example, a birthday party is there and you now want 1000 piece of roses, okay, and there should be fresh rose of same color, same size, okay, but if you want it, then what you have to do, you have to culture it, okay, you have to cultivate it. So but in today's world it is possible to collect 1000, whatever order you will give they will supply to you. Now see how they are doing this thing, that 1000 roses of same color, same size, they are providing to you, okay. So this is possible because a branch is there where you will find that how we can culture ornamental flowers, okay, and that branch is known as floriculture. Pomology, another branch, very interesting, study of fruits. So study of different fruits. Some may be very interested to know about the fruits. So if you want to know and study about details of the fruits, then you may join pomology, a branch which talks about only fruits, okay. Another branch is there which is very interesting one, that is microbiology, study of microorganism. So in branches of applied botany, microbiology plays a very important, you can say, role in today's world, that is study of microorganism. So whatever microorganism, bacteria, okay, different types of bacteria are there, you will learn in microbiology, okay, harmful bacteria, useful bacteria, then about different microorganisms that are surviving on the nature, you will learn in microbiology, okay. So my dear student, these are some branches of applied botany. So in future if you are interested, then you can join any of these branches, and here you will find that by floriculture, okay, or by studying pomology, people are establishing themselves in different field. You will find that they are becoming economically independent, okay. So I hope that you have understood. Now let us see branches of applied zoology. So what are the scope in zoology? So fishiculture or ichthyology. Now fishiculture, okay, study of fishes. So today you will find that fishery, about fishery people are studying, and fishery is also known as fishiculture. So if you want to study about the fish, different type of fishes, and if you want to become economically independent, then you may study this fishiculture. Then you will study about different types of fish which they through which you may have a good income, okay. So because of this fishiculture, in today's world, in modern world, you will find that this branch is getting more attention. The next is sericulture. So sericulture, study of breeding of silkworm. So different types of silkworm. So Assam is rich in silkworm. So Assam produce that the highest amount of that muga silk. Okay. So here Assam is very famous for muga silkworm. So muga silkworm or eri silkworm, you will find that mulberry silkworm, various silkworms are there. And if you want to know how the breeding process of this silkworm is done, then which branch you have to go, you have to study sericulture. So sericulture especially tells about different varieties of silkworms, how the processing or reproduction of silkworm is done, the breeding process, the life cycle of silkworm, various information regarding silkworm. Another very interesting is apiculture, study of honeybees. Now you'll find that people are doing the culture of honeybee, and honey is a very you may find a very important ingredient in our life. So in our food item you'll find that honey is occupying a very important, and honey has a very you can say important property. Yes or no? Okay. Now you'll find that in market, if you want to purchase honey, you'll find that they are much expensive. Then by culturing honeybee, if you get that honey, okay, then it is also a source of income. Yes or no? So in today's world you will find that apiculture is also getting attention of the people are culturing the honeybee, they are getting honey, and they in commercially they are getting some income also. Okay, so apiculture, it is mainly the study of honeybees. Okay, then another branch is entomology. So entomology is the study of insects. So some people are very fond of study of insects, they want to know about different types of insects, then they will learn about entomology. Another one is ornithology. So ornithology is a very interesting branch of zoology, that is the study of birds. Some people are very fond of study of birds, then they will study ornithology. So ornithology is the branch of study of birds, different varieties of birds that are surviving in different climatic conditions, and some of the migratory birds are also there, different varieties of birds. If you want to study, then you will study in ornithology. Another branch is malacology. So malacology is the study of mollusca. So mollusca, apple snails, okay, different varieties of snails, some edible snails are also there, people are eating some snails. Yes or no? So this study of mollusca is known as malacology. Then hematology is the study of blood. So if you want to study about blood, then you have to study hematology. So hematology mainly talks about blood. The next is a very interesting branch of applied zoology is carcinology. So carcinology is study of malignant tissues, tumors and cancer. So study of cancer is known as carcinology. So carcinology is the study of cancer. So in modern world people are suffering from we can say a disease which is cancer. So if you want to study about cancer, why it happened, how it happened, how we can prevent, how we can take some precaution, then you have to join this branch, that is carcinology. So it talks about mainly about the tumors, cancers, malignant tissue. Another is calology. So calology is a very interesting branch of applied zoology, that is study of human beauty. So we human being like to be beautiful, we want to look beautiful. Yes or no? Now how we can maintain our that look, okay, appearance, how we can look more beautiful, how we can be more elegant, okay. So to know about that branch is known as calology. So calology mainly talks about human beauty. Okay, this is very interesting. Yes or no? Then another one is osteology. So osteology is the study of bones. So if somebody is studying about the bones, then he is mainly studying osteology. So department is there, doctor. Okay, some doctor are mainly treating the bone disease, or if some fractures are there, some bone are broken, then they are working with that type of, you will find that patients. Okay, so that type of patients who go to that doctor, so that doctors that department will be known with some name. So that department, the doctor especially will say him orthopedic. So orthopedic is one who treated that bones disorders or bones defects. Okay, and if somebody is studying bones, then they are studying osteology. Okay, then gerontology is the study of aging. So study of aging is gerontology. Aging means about the old age. Okay, so anything especially in animal, if some aging have been occurring, okay, at a proper time, you will find that somebody is studying about that aging also. Okay, why this aging is seen. So that type of study is known as gerontology. Another branch of applied zoology is ethology, study of organism behavior. So you'll find that some biologists are studying mainly about the organism behavior. Okay, not only human behavior but other animals behavior in the nature. So that branch is ethology. Another branch is limnology. Okay, limnology. So limnology is the study of freshwater ecosystem like ponds and lake. So limnology, you'll find that especially it is linked up with fisheries. Okay, it is linked up with fishiculture. So limnology is mainly the study of freshwater ecosystem like ponds, lakes. Okay, we may say rivers, stream. So these are, if somebody is studying about the ponds, lakes, rivers, okay, then we will call that branch as limnology. Okay, so my dear student, today we came to know about some of the applied botany branches and some of the branches of applied zoology. Okay, so I hope that you find it very interesting. So there are many other branches. Okay, so you may see in your, okay, so you may you may see in other journals or magazine, or if you are interested, then you may go through the Google and search different branches. Okay, but these are some main branches of applied botany and zoology. Okay, so just a view of how, what are the different scopes in botany and zoology. Okay, so there are many other scopes too. So if you are learning biology, it is not a, you may think that studying biology is not important, but it is also very important. Okay, so these are different scopes of biology today we have seen. Okay, so my dear student, from next class we will start our main syllabus. So thank you and have a good day.